Hello, I'm Gabriella Buckingham. Welcome to The Evolutionary Artist. I thought I'd share with you a tiny extract from my self-paced experimental still life course. Now, this is a painting where I was exploring painting without brushes. And, well, I'll just talk you through it. I'm only going to show you a little bit, but it was really, really fun to do and quite nerve-wracking as well. So here we go. So as you can see here, I've got a 40 centimetre square piece of hardboard and I've put a very thick coating of salmon pink over the top, and I'm using various implements to draw into it. So this is me creating a whisk. I'm looking at it from life and I'm just drawing it straight into the paint. This is what I mean about it being nerve-wracking, because I had no idea if it was going to work. And I'm actually using one of those little wooden things that you insert into the back of a canvas to use as a drawing implement. And here I'm using a spatula to draw, I can feel the tension all over again, to draw a pepper mill. And it was brilliant for that. It was such fun to do, really sculptural actually. And then I just sort of drew the little sharp pointy bit at the top with a clothes peg. Again, that was a really good way to do kind of triangular shape and then draw the circular shape at the top. So I hope that that maybe has inspired you to have a go at that technique. When I dragged the salmon pink across the black, I'd mixed in some medium. I think it was either a little bit of GAC or it was the soft gel gloss, but really watered down and then added to the paint. So it wasn't too thick, but it was certainly thicker than just paint. And it meant that it would spread much better, but it still kept its opacity because there was enough white pigment in there. And it works best, obviously, when you have a very contrasting colour underneath. So it would work really well if you had a very light white base or a light cream base and you pulled a dark brown over it, for example, and then you scrape through and you get white lines coming through. So think about that. And it doesn't have to be still life. It could be anything, any subject matter at all, or no subject matter. It could be completely abstract and you can still get a really interesting effect. So I hope that was helpful. And there are many, many videos like this in my self-paced experimental still life course, where we explore different techniques, totally different approaches to still life, from the traditional right through to completely imagining something and abstraction, painting at different scales, all sorts of things. And you do get one-to-one attention from me if you need it. So the way that works is there is a chat facility on Podia, the platform that I use, and you can just send me a message and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. If you want feedback on your work, there's either a Facebook group you can join, or there is a group as part of Podia where you can post your work and I can give you feedback, and so can anyone else that happens to be in that group. The people in the groups are the people who have done the course or are doing the course currently. So it's a really safe space just to share what you're doing if you need a little bit of input. Okay, it's worth thinking about. If you want to read any details on it, I'll put a link below so that you can go to the sales page and then you can see testimonials and a lot more information about exactly what is in the course. You might want to see how the painting itself turned out. So I'm just going to quickly try and find you a picture. And here it is. It's called Cook's Ingredients, and I showed it at my second time at Manchester Art Fair and it sold on the first day. I really enjoyed painting this, and it was tricky. I used sponges to make that pattern, and obviously if you do the course you can see me paint this. All sorts of different implements, and it's quite amazing the results you can get when you don't use brushes.